there, what's up my cello friends? It's nice to see you again. Today we're going to talk to you about the most important finger on your hand, which is the thumb. The thumb is more important than any other finger because with the thumb you know exactly what position you're in and exactly what kind of balance you want to achieve in your playing. Now there are different kinds of left-hand playing, the first one being elementary style. Elementary style, we put our thumb at a certain spot somewhere between the first and the second finger, and we keep the thumb there immovable so that we learn exactly where first position is very, very securely. Okay, for example, we'll start with a C major scale. I'm going to put my thumb right between where my first and second finger will go and play. I'm 100% sure those are the right notes. Okay, but then you start to learn vibrato. And when you learn vibrato, you realize that your elbow has to be flexible. Hold on a minute. But when we learn vibrato, we learn that our thumb and fingers have to be flexible, as well as our elbow. So, instead of sticking your thumb in one spot, your thumb is going to move slightly to whichever finger or fingers is in charge of the vibrato. Third and fourth being a pair, as I like to keep them always together. So, for example, if I'm going to F sharp, I'm always going to move my thumb to wherever the center of my vibrato is going to be. But the rules change again with fast playing. If you're playing fast arpeggios or fast scale runs, you don't have time to move your thumb and worry about where the balance point is for each note, but rather you want to stay in the center of the note group. I'm not going to put it up here. I'm going to keep it in the middle of 1, 2, 3, and 4 so that at any given spot I'm relatively balanced. He's not very cooperative today because the other dog's getting fed right now and he hears the food coming out. Sorry, buddy. Oh, this is little Bantu. All right, here we go. So, if I'm using an extended position or doing some other crazy fast stuff, it's also helpful to not bend your fingers. I know it's really terrible, but if it's super fast, you don't have time to bend your fingers. So the thumb is really the most important part, especially when you're shifting to a new position. What? Half position, first position, second position. The thumb is going to tell you how far to go and when to stop. Fourth position, meaning your thumb is resting on the curve usually. Thumb position, feeling harmonic. So really, I'm just trying to say the thumb's super important, and don't ignore the thumb and focus on only your other fingers. If you can do the thumb right, everything else is going to fall into place. All right, so pay attention to the thumb. We call it in Korean, umji. Can you say umji? Of course you can. Today's quick Korean tip is instant coffee stick. Why waste your money on Starbucks when all you really want is the caffeine? Instant coffee stick, called Maxim or Maxim, is a powder. Simply add to hot water, or in this case ice water, for your daily or hourly caffeine needs. Maxim. Delicious and not nutritious. Today's episode has been brought to you by Hello Cello, the American cello studio in Seoul, Korea, a division of Chestnut Studios, the English and cello studio with dogs.